Club. It is Pixie. This is Jill. You read the title. It happened. Let's talk about it. Shein has knocked off one of my designs. My first and currently only shoppable fashion garment is the collaboration that I did with my Violet, I think in 2021. And I was off on PEI on vacation having my summer trip home, and I got a Twitter message from Sweet Confetti Club and Twitter pal Mouse being like, I'm so sorry, but your dress was knocked off on Shein. Here's the link. So I was like, oh, okay, it happened. I knew this was inevitable. But I thought that perhaps the day would come after I actually launched my brand. And I think this was 6 days ago I got this news, but I was on vacation, so I literally just compartmentalized that, as you do, moved on with my summer vacay, and now I'm processing it. And this actually is part of the reason, there's many reasons why my store launch has been taking longer than maybe it would have if I was a normal functioning human person. But one of my fears that does often kind of get in my way is that I am so dreading my work getting knocked off by fast fashion companies, especially when I'm gonna be hand making every single garment and doing really, really small launches and sometimes one of a kind stuff. I'm gonna be hand crocheting stuff all with my own two hands. This My Violet collab was a little bit different. I essentially was just the designer for this, so we collaborated together. I sent a bunch of designs. We went back and forth. I did a whole video on that, on the process and the love and the care and the sweetness that went into this, obviously. And if you think I'm being dramatic about this whole thing, I have very big feelings, okay? I acknowledge that. It's just, that's how I am. So let me feel my little fifis, okay? But yeah, basically I didn't physically sew these dresses myself. Yes, we're here. I thought this would be confrontational and intimidating. This is who you hurt. You hurt her. But yeah, basically what I was saying is that I didn't hand sew each and every one of these. I supplied ideas and designs, but I didn't do any patterning or any sewing. That was all done by the My Violet team in LA. And yeah, this was 2021, this was over a year ago. So I do want to say, it's not like I'm upset because this is a financial loss or that they are taking customers away, potentially. I got my check for this a long time ago. This doesn't actually impact my business. It's just the principle. This happens to all of us. Fellow rainbow human and internet pal Cybergirl also went through this, but that was actually with a print of theirs. They do a lot of illustrations that they print on garments and stuff. And again, like in my situation, there are several design factors that are changed and tweaked, so it's not an exact copy. And I want to make it extremely clear that I am not claiming that this is a copyright violation. Maybe the pockets, if that is if they copy pasted the exact design, but I don't know, I don't care. That's not what we're talking about. I don't think I can, there's no legal ramifications, there's no suing. I knew this was gonna happen. There's pretty much nothing we can do except complain on the internet, which is why I'm here. Apparently this has also happened to Miss Candy Hollick. Just pretty much anyone, any small designer, it just seems really, really inevitable that your stuff is going to be stolen, like thiefy theft. thiefy theft. So yeah, let's do a thorough analysis of the comparison of these garments. This is what we're looking at. So honestly, different. The actual structure and patterning of the dress itself has not been touched. They did not dare attempt to replicate her. And I do want to get in here before anyone tries to, I don't know, argue in the comments and be like, that's not a copy, it's not the same, you can't claim that, it's not the exact same, stop complaining, you don't own Pink and Daisies. I think you would have to try really hard to convince yourself that this dress was not made to be a cheap Shein version of my dress. I think their design scouters inspiration people that like sit on the internet all day and find art to steal and find designs to steal came across my little dress somehow, and they went, let's make our own version of that. But to actually copy and pattern all of this would just take too much work. So I can't guarantee this, but it really, really looks like they just plucked out an existing dress pattern that was similar enough and slapped the pocket design on it. And honestly, even just looking at the product images of the models modeling, like the one of me versus the Shein model, who they always have the heads cut off. I don't know if that's so that there's no face related to the like art theft or what. I saw someone online saying that if the head is cut off in your fast fashion like product you're about to buy, it's probably stolen art. I don't know, that was just a Twitter comment. My source is Twitter, which is not a good source. But the pose is the exact same. The pose is the exact same. The holding of the dress, the placement of the pockets is exactly the same. Exactly the same. And like, that's something that we edited in the design process. Like, we didn't just slap it there. This dress was actually the first sample that they sent me, so the pockets on this one are further apart. We ended up moving them in to get them more visible from the front. So basically the fact that they just conveniently have the exact same pocket placement is like, yeah, okay. You definitely had that picture on your mood board and went, I want to make it something that looks like that, but takes way less effort. One interesting but not surprising detail is that the pockets are just printed instead of embroidered. And also it only comes in plus sizes. So like, slay, but like, okay. The neckline itself is super, super similar. You end up having this kind of rectangle here. We have like a very soft, sweet heart shape, but it really is, you know, almost rectangular. The Shein knockoff has a rectangle, just flat neckline. Has these horrible 3/4 puffed sleeves. And the fabric they chose for the actual dress is this big pink gingham. So the dress is all just the same pink gingham material plus then the blue gingham printed pockets. And then our original version has these ties, these little yellow and blue gingham bow tie shoulder straps, which have that like mixy matchy opposing pattern with the belt loops, which I think is just super duper sweet. And then of course we have that sick ass retro belt. I love a big chunky belt. Expect more big chunky belts from me in the future. There's also this sweet little simple lace detail on the neckline and like around the front. So, can you see that I have tinsel in my hair? I got a haircut for the first time in 6 years, and the hairdresser put friggin' tinsel in my hair. I love it, can you see it? So yeah, there is a version of my work out there that is unethical and lazily made and way uglier. And that's just a part of the fashion industry that you have to accept. It is going to happen. It is going to happen way more times. And I just have to not let that stop me from creating entirely. Like, that is wild. Like I mentioned, I really don't think there's anything we can do except just like yell and be like, this isn't right, please don't buy this, support me, I guess, hee hee. But yeah, sucks. Doesn't feel good. I have a lot of big feelings. There are a lot of things going on in my brain that make it feel things very intensely. And this sucks. You guys know I'm like fully fast fashion free. So, you know, I have really strong feelings and opinions about fast fashion and unethical labor, and just the working conditions that these people are put through upsets me so deeply that, again, I have to compartmentalize it because I feel so strongly about wanting to put ethical fashion into the world and, you know, making things that don't hurt anyone in the process. And so I just hate this crap. I hate this crap so much, and I came here to go, wah wah wah, I hate this crap. So thank you for listening to me. Yeah, if you see anyone posting like, ooh, look at my cart, I'm gonna buy this, and this isn't it, be like, hey, maybe don't. Again, not that it really affects me except for my heart and soul. There were a lot of people commenting, I posted this on Twitter, and there were a lot of people being like, at least you've made it now, this is like a rite of passage. I was like, okay, I guess so. But yeah, if I hand crochet sweaters stitch by stitch with beautiful patterns and then they get ripped off on like from knitting machines and put on Shein for $10, I'm gonna puke. No, I'm just gonna have to make more videos about it. That's the exhausting thing, but at least I have a platform, so I feel like I can get it out there, because this happens to so many artists and designers, and there's nothing we can really do unless it is like directly an image that's been copied. That's why it was really sneaky what they did with Cyber Girls, because it was like, yeah, they completely like took the print, but someone must have just like traced over it and changed slight things, so it's not exactly the same, but it's like, okay, that's literally just another version of my work. That is a knockoff, that is a bootleg. It's like when you get a Miku Nendoroid and like her friggin' arm warmers are like the wrong color. It's a really weird analogy. But yeah, maybe this happening once will help me just like get over it and get used to it and just like, you know, start creating more and not letting those fears hold me back. Do your best and advocate for the rest. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me and being here. And yeah, listening to me just yell and complain for this video. Just venting. Love you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next video, which is not this one because this one is over. Bye!